This message is for Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can apply to any of those assignments in your chart. All right, so the first two cards I got was the Four of Cups with the Death card. Okay, so the Four of Cups is about being discontent, being bored, unhappy with your situation in the past. You were very discontent. You did not like the way your life was going, whether that be your job, your love life, your home life, your day-to-day, whatever it is. You didn't like how it was going, and you were ready to start new. You wanted to put an end to those thoughts, to those behaviors, to those feelings, to whatever situation it was, with work, with love, with your mindset, anything like that. You were ready to just start new with it. You didn't want to do it anymore. And it looks like you did. You moved on. You moved on to better parts of your life. You moved on to clearer waters. This path you knew was not right for you. You knew it wasn't, and it was a struggle for you. And it could have been addiction. It could be manipulative people. It could be just a very unhealthy, toxic relationship, karmic partner. It could be all that. But you moved on from it because you saw what it was doing to you, to the people around you, to your situation. And right now, I feel like that past happened and it may be coming back up in some way. And it's making you feel very defeated inside, making you feel very like you're arguing with yourself. You're having bad thoughts towards yourself or towards other people. You could be arguing with a person all the time, and it's causing you to break down. You're breaking down, and that's very hard for water signs because they're very sensitive and they take things to the heart. So hopefully no one's messing with your heart. Now, this breakdown builds you back up. That's what the Tower card's about. It's about something that is hard and it rocks everything inside your life, inside your mind, inside anything. It rocks it all, and but it helps you build back up into the better, more beautiful person than you are right now. So that's good, but it's still hard. And on top of those, I got the Empress and the Magician. So you, despite of the rockiness that's going on with whatever situation this is talking about, you are self-providing. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. You don't need anything from anybody. You can do it yourself, and you know this. And that is, I think this breakdown is bringing that a lot. It's bringing this big part of you, and it's letting you create a lot of new things in your life. You're harnessing on those skill sets that you've learned. You're refining those mental health skills or coping skills, or you're refining a new craft, a new job, new creations, new love. Maybe not new love. I'm not really getting that from this, but definitely you're tuning it and you're fine-tuning it, and it makes you more self-sufficient than you even notice right now, because right now I think you're just looking at this as some big breakdown in your life, but it's not. It's actually a very positive one for you. It is a breakdown, but it's positive. Just keep that in mind. You're struggling right now with feeling those feelings from the past again, whether that could be addiction, if you're having that creep back up in your life, and you're struggling with it. That could be bad mindsets creep back up in your life. You're struggling with it. It's making you feel that same way, and you don't even want to look at it anymore. And you're having issues with connecting with people. You're having issues with reconciling with people, having a reunion with people from your past, possibly 3 people in specific, or you and 2 others. You are just having a hard time right now with connecting, reconnecting, maybe even reconnecting with yourself. The Wheel of Fortune came out, and that means because you're kind of letting those old mindsets or old addictions or old maybe even manipulative people, toxic relationships come back in your life. It's making the change stagnant a little bit, even though you need to let change come in. You need to just let things go, start new again, if you had to start over, and just let the change happen. It's gonna be just fine, especially because you've got the High Priestess on top of that and the Six of Pentacles on top of that. The Six of Pentacles, I feel, in this situation is talking about you maybe question on who to give your time to and who not, and who to pretty much who to focus on and who not to focus on. You're having a hard time. You don't know who to give to here, but there are people that are there for you and that you should give your time to, and I think you need to reopen up your heart to them. The High Priestess also came up, and I think that you know exactly what makes you happy, what makes you the happiest. The first thought in your head, that's it. Who makes you the happiest? The first thought in your head, that's it. You know it. You know it on the inside, and I think you feel it. I think you hear it, maybe even smell it. I don't know. But it's something that you know makes you happy, and you feel it. You know it. Your intuition's telling you it. And that's trumping over, these mixed feelings. So you should definitely follow that and not look at things so black and white. I'm really seeing the black and white on her pillars behind her. Make sure you don't look at things too much black and white. It's this or that. No, there's middle in there. You can have the middle part of things. My hair's acting all funky. The help position I got, you got a lot of court cards. You got the Page of Cups. You got the King of Cups. And you got the Prince of Discs, who is also the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel this is saying there are people here to offer you a lot of help, love, in any way. There specifically 3 people, I'm going to say. And it could be 2 water signs and an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. They're all here for you. And another message I get, well, first of all, let me clarify that, is that I think you should rely on them. Not too much, but lean on them if they're willing to help you. It's okay to accept that help. So I think that's what that's saying. Accept the love and affection that people are trying to give you, and know you're worthy for it. Despite the past and the present of what's going on, you're worthy. You could also be getting a very slow moving apology. So that is a huge thing for you, because I feel like that really helps you kind of become happier. It sounds like closure to me, like you need an apology, and I think the person knows they need to apologize, and that's exactly what they're going to want to do. But I think they're a little stubborn with being apologetic, so they don't always want to apologize, but I think eventually they will, and that really helps you. And that, also focusing on what makes you happy, what fills your cup, brings you to the most emotional maturity that you can have, mental health maturity that you can have. It brings you to that. Well, you will bring yourself to that. And I think you know how. I think those insides are telling you. And focusing on any new skills that you are learning, any new jobs that you're learning, any new hobbies, anything like that. Focusing on that, because that really helps you through this as well. So if you have a hobby, that could be anything. That could be exercising. That could be drawing. That could be listening to music. That could be doing tarot. It helps you, and it kind of evens out your emotions and brings you closer to that emotional maturity, whatever that may be, or it helps your mental health. you know. I think people are recognizing that you're maybe isolating yourself a little bit, and it may kind of worry some people, or maybe you're even worried about yourself. But they don't want you to isolate. They want you to know that they're there for you, whoever this may be. If it's not about a person, then what's going to help is maybe you just being alone and focusing on your skills. That could be a huge message in this too. Now the possible outcome I got was the Lovers with the Seven of Cups. So this, I don't think it's talking about a lover. I think this is talking about a choice that you know. And I think right now, because you've been feeling a little lost on what exactly makes you happy, or why things are going the way they are, or why old habits are creeping back up. And I see that once you kind of accept that help or focus on those, your new job, your new skills, or even getting that apology, whatever it is that brings you back whole, kind of takes away that confusion. You kind of start to see what exactly you want, and you make the choice that you need to make. There's going to be no more fogginess on who to choose to be in your life and who to keep out of your life. There's no fogginess on what job to stay with and what job not to stay with, what friends to be around and what friends to not be around, what mindsets that you have and what mindsets you shouldn't listen to. You know, you begin to take definitive choices and let that change come in. And ultimately, you take control. You take control of your life, and you become your own self-sufficient self that is already starting to creep back up through this hard time that you're having right now. But it comes full blast, you know, once you kind of, you know, listen to the advice that what's going to help you. The Ten of Discs, which is completion. So all that hard work that you've done, it's not lost. It's still there, and it is in your life, in the possible outcome. You know, if you really focus on this, and don't give up. I feel like there's a lot of I just want to give up. Don't give up. Because you were very close, and it just comes to full circle the way things are supposed to go, and it's a big win outcome, big victory for you. You get right back on track, and you become an even better bad bee than you were before. That's what happens. So the cards I got under the deck also were the Princess of Discs with the Two of Cups, so that's a lot. You know, I think that you start to see connections in your life that are worth having in your life, and some that aren't, and you're strong enough to see that. And this is one of my favorite cards. It's called Everything is Fine. It's the Ten of Swords, but it's the counterpart. So yeah, pains happen, but everything is fine. You're strong on the inside, and you got this. Okay, so that being said, the cards I'm seeing is all water, of course. Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, I was going to say Cancer, but we know that. Leo, and yeah. Virgo, Taurus. Yeah. Anyways, so you guys have a good night, and I hope this helps.